Segue lang ako ng konti tungkol sa plenary session.
Senator Jingoy Estrada is seeking the floor. Would he be recognized, Mr. President?
Our distinguished colleague from the city of San Juan, Senator Estrada, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a point of inquiry, Mr. President. Mr. President, yesterday, Senator Tulfo and myself delivered a privileged speech regarding the multi-level marketing scheme of a certain pharmaceutical agency named Belkens. And the majority leader has not referred it yet to any appropriate committee. And I heard that Senator J.V. Ejercito had a similar resolution that was filed and was not yet referred to the appropriate committee. And much to my surprise, Mr. President, the committee chaired by Senator Bongo heard conducted a hearing this morning and heard the privileged speeches of myself and Senator Tulfo. And again, much to my surprise, I was forced to attend the hearing because all the officials of the said pharmaceutical agency were present. And of course, I would also like to thank Senator Bongo for his appropriate action, for his motu proprio action in conducting the hearing right away. But rules are rules. May I know from the majority leader what did we violate any rule, the 3-day rule? Because we just delivered a privileged speech yesterday, and again, I was surprised why the stakeholders or shareholders of Belkens Pharmaceutical Agency were already present, Mr. Chair.
Unang pumuna sa ginawa ng mag-partner na sina Senator Bongo at Senator Raffy Tulfo ay itong si Senator Jingoy Estrada. Para kasi nagkaroon ng pagsasarili nung nag-set sila ng hearing tungkol sa Belkens Pharmaceutical Company marketing scheme. At hindi nga daw sila nabigyan ng notice yung mga concerned senators before the scheduled hearing. Ito ay maliwanag dahil ang privilege speech patungkol rito ay isinagawa lang isang araw before nilang sinet yung hearing. Ito ay maliwanag dahil yung hearing na isinagawa ni Senator Tulfo at Senator Bongo ay isang araw lang matapos isinagawa yung privilege speech. Sabi nga Senator Jingoy, isa siya sa nagbigay o nagpahayag ng privilege speech. At siya araw ay nabigla na nagkaroon na ng hearing the following day.
Yes, we'd like to hear the answer from the majority.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, the gentleman from San Juan is correct in stating that it is indeed in the Committee on Rules when you talk about the privilege speech delivered yesterday by Your Honor, Senator Estrada and Senator Tulfo. And in today's hearing, Mr. President, and I have with me the agenda for the hearing for today, conducted by the Committee on Health and Demography, I was informed that the basis of the hearing is letter C, motu proprio inquiry in aid of legislation on the rights of patients to appropriate medical care, information, and informed consent, focusing on the prescription of medicines, with the end view of assessing whether existing laws and regulations adequately protect the rights of patients to be prescribed with the appropriate and correct amount of medicines as treatment, and to determine and propose additional policies and mechanisms for their protection. So that was the basis, Mr. President, and I believe it is not, and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Health can correct this representation, that it is not about the privileged speech delivered yesterday by the gentleman from San Juan and the gentleman from Isabela and Davao. The gentleman from San Juan is also correct with our rules when he stated about the 3-day notice for its members in Rule 11, Section 22, Mr. President, on the third paragraph. Special meetings may be called by the chairman of a committee by 1/3 of its members, but notice, including the agenda, place, and time of the meeting, shall be given 3 days in advance to every member of the committee. So, Mr. President, I think it is clear, and unfortunately, I am not aware, Mr. President, this representation is not aware of who were invited in today's hearing.
Na kahit nga ang majority floor leader, hindi nga niya alam yung mga taong inimbitahan. So, paano niyo masasabing sakop ito sa sinasabing agenda na hindi nyo nga alam kung sino yung mga taong inimbitahan? Bakit nga ba minadali ito at mukhang nasolo lang ang issue ni Senator Raffy Tulfo? Kitang-kita naman kasi, a day after the privilege speech, nagkaroon na ng hearing, pero handang-handa si Senator Raffy Tulfo sa kanyang mga dokumento. Listahan daw ng mga Jedi, pati mga cheque na naipaliwanag naman na mabuti ng mga taga-Belkens Pharmaceutical Company na ito daw ay hindi komisyon kundi parang rebate dahil sa maagang pagbabayad ng mga doktor na siyang bumili ng kanilang produkto. Ano nga ba ang naging katwiran ni Senator Bongo? Hindi kasi natin nadinig dito si Senator Raffy Tulfo during plenary session.
We clarified during the hearing that the privileged speeches were referred to the Committee on Rules. We conducted the hearings, is a motu proprio inquiry on the rights of the patients on the issue, no, naging hot issue na po ito. And last week po, nag-file po ng resolution si Senator JB, and Senator JB, the Office of Senator JB Ejercito requested the COMSEC to invite the involved personalities. We issued the notice on April 24. We just mentioned that resolutions were filed on this. Na-mention lang po kanina, but not on the basis of the privileged speeches po. Na-mention lang po namin kanina during the hearing, Mr. President.
So anong ibig sabihin ditong na-mention lang sa hearing? Ibig bang sabihin nito, hindi nila sinasadya magkaroon ng hearing patungkol sa Belkens? Kasi wala nga doon sa agenda? Kasi ang agenda ay tungkol lamang sa rights of the patients? So kung ito ay nabanggit lamang during the hearing, bakit nga ang daming dokumentong dala ni Senator Tulfo para ipin down yung mga doktor na nakikisabuatan di umano dito sa Belkens Pharmaceutical Company?
What I would like to raise first in today's hearing is about the involvement of some doctors in the multi-level marketing scheme. At yan po ang naging laman ng aking privilege speech yesterday, and same as Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Ang tanong, is it illegal? No, not yet.
Hindi ba to sinadya? Nasabi lang talaga? Na-mention lang? Senator Bongo?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to Senator Estrada for bringing this matter up. I was not able to monitor this morning's hearing. Pero kung ganyan po nangyari, this was brought to the floor yesterday. Yesterday lang po, ano? And then, ang pagkakalam ko kasi, Mr. President, that's why it's the premier committee in the Senate. Ang meron lang motu proprio power would be the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, Mr. President. So, ano ngayon, what would now be the status of the privileged speeches if they were heard this morning, and yet what if they get referred to a different committee? Ano po mangyayari? So what did we gain this morning? Did we get a preview of the answer of the Belkens company?
Okay. Kahapon, no, April 30, no, nagkaroon ng hearing dito, yung mga doktor sa isang pharmaceutical.
What I would like to raise first in today's hearing is about the involvement of some doctors in the multi-level marketing scheme. At yan po ang naging laman ng aking privilege speech yesterday, and same as Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Maliwanag dito na sinabi ni Senator Raffy Tulfo na itong hearing na to ay patungkol dun sa kanyang privilege speech. So paano sasabihin ngayon ni Senator Bongo na yung hearing patungkol sa Belkens ay hindi tungkol doon sa privilege speech? At nabanggit lang, na-mention lang. So itong sinabi ni Senator Raffy Tulfo, kasama ba dun sa notice ninyo na ipinamigay sa mga senador?
Tapos parang medyo tumututol si Senator Pia Cayetano. Segue lang tayo ng konti, mga kaibigan. Dahil parang hindi daw sila na-inform, properly informed, na yun yung ihihiring. Dahil ang alam nila, it's tungkol lang doon sa bullying ng mga doktor, mga intern, doon sa mga junior. Ba tama, mga doktor sa kanila, mga junior.
Usapan na po itong issue na ito noong April 2. It was brought up by Senator Tulfo. At lumaki lang siya. Last week, it was mentioned sa interview yata ni Senator JB. That's why nag-issue po ang committee ng invitation, April 24 at 20? 24. 24 ang notice, and then yung mga
Duly received naman ng mga senators'
yes,
offices, Comsec?
Yes.
Mr. President, with due respect, what was the notice for? Because from my understanding, the notice that was posted is regarding bullying in the, hospital setting? That was the notice we received. So it is very possible that a senator who is not inclined to attend a hearing on bullying would not attend, not knowing that there's going to be another topic taken up. I think that is the important point that we should be discussing, Mr. President. What is the point of a notice if matters beyond the notice are going to be taken up intentionally? Of course, kung nabanggit, and then the chairman, on the side is, pakituloy lang yung issue na yon. But to intentionally have a hearing on a subject matter that is not contained in the notice, and we have sometimes 6 hearings simultaneously going on, and we have other obligations, how would we know, Mr. President? How do we properly inform ourselves?
Yes.
Because that is the purpose of a notice, Mr. President.
You're absolutely correct.
Pero kasi daw, yung tungkol sa pharmaceutical na yung marketing scheme, nagkaroon lang ng na take up lang, nagkaroon ng privilege speech a day before. So, di sila properly informed. Na magkakaroon ng hearing the day after. Sabi ni Pia Cayetano. So, in a way, sabi niya, bakit ganito? Diba, ako sumusunod ako na dapat may 3-day notice rule.
Correct.
Para kung sinong gusto na miyembro na umaten sa hearing, makaka-attend kasi marami tayong ginagawang trabaho.
Tama.
Tapos kung inaabangan namin yung hearing na yan, tapos nag-hearing na pala kayo, parang ang dating is, paano na kami makaka-attend kung di namin alam?
Tama.
So we have to abide by the 3-day notice rule.
Correct.
Ito yung nakita ko.
I have here with me the list of all the Jedis and Padawans. Ang Jedi ay ito mga opisyal na involved dito sa MLM scheme. Ang Padawan ay yung mga downlines. And I also have copies of checks issued by Belken's Pharmacy to some doctors. Now, mag-deny kayo, makukulong kayo. Because I have proof. I even have proof here coming from the Security Exchange Commission na inaamin mismo ng mga doktor na involved dito sa MLM ng Belken's Pharmacy na sila ay shareholder or stakeholder ng Belken's Pharmacy. Kung makikita niyo po itong Zurex drug, actually hindi ito kilala compare sa ibang mga drugstore. Ano po itong Zurex drugs na pag-aari ni Dr. Vianelli F. Flores? What's wrong with a doctor owning a pharmacy? It's a legitimate business, right? Pero, kung titingnan mo, conflict of interest. Why? Kasi nga, mga membro ng MLM ng Belken's Pharmacy, tinuturo ang mga pasyente nila na pumunta sa Zurex. At sa harap mismo ng Philippine Heart Center, meron pong Zurex drugs. Pila-pila mga pasyente dyan. Pero hindi lang po Zurex ang nagkikerry ng mga gamot ng Belken's. Mercury Drugstore and even Watson. Of course, walang kinalaman po ang Mercury at saka Watson. These two drug stores, drug companies, walang kasalanan. Pero kinikerry nila po itong Belken's Pharmacy Incorporated na drugs. Now, sa Zurex Drugstore, 70% na mga gamot dito ay Belken's. Sana magad. 70%. 30% kung ano-ano na lamang.
You're absolutely correct. But to just give the proper information to the body, I have a copy of the Notice of Inquiry Native Legislation of the Health Committee, and it's under letter C. Under letter C of its notice, motu proprio Inquiry Native Legislation on the rights of patients to appropriate medical care, etc., etc.
So, letter C, motu proprio inquiry in aid of legislation on the rights of patients to appropriate medical care, information, and informed consent, focusing on the prescription of medicines, with the end view of assessing whether existing laws and regulations adequately protect the rights of patients to be prescribed with the appropriate and correct amount of medicines as treatment and determined, and and to determine and propose additional policies and mechanisms for their protection. So that was the basis, Mr. President, and I believe it is not, and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Health can correct this representation, that it is not about the privileged speech delivered yesterday by the gentleman from San Juan and the gentleman from Isabela and Davao. The gentleman from San Juan is also correct with our rules when he stated about the 3-day notice for its members in Rule 11.
Pero ang problema kasi nabanggit dito kung ano nga ba yung agenda ng araw na iyon para sa nasabing ito ang nasabing agenda. Rights of patients to appropriate medical care and information and informed consent focusing on the prescription of medicine with the end view of assessing whether or not the existing laws and regulations adequately protect the rights of patients to be prescribed with the correct amount as treatment and to determine and propose privileges and mechanisms for their protection. So, nandoon ba yung tungkol sa marketing scheme ng nasabing pharmaceutical company? Wala, di ba? Ito ay tungkol sa mga prescription lamang ng gamot na dati ng issue dahil daw bakit hindi generic ang piniprescribe ng mga doktor nito kung hindi branded na mas mahal. So, kung pagbabasihan mo yung agenda, hindi talaga iisipin ng mga senador na iti-take up yung patungkol sa nasabing marketing scheme ng pharmaceutical company na kung saan nagkakaroon ng komisyon yung mga doktor na tumatangkilik sa mga gamot at produkto na nasabing pharmaceutical company. Very general yung description ng agenda nila. So, ibig sabihin, basta tumama lang na rights of the patients o may word na patient, pasok na kahit ang issue ay tungkol sa marketing scheme na nasabing pharmaceutical company? Maliwanag ba sa agenda nila na nabanggit ang pangalang Belkens? Wala, hindi ba?
Kinikeri nila po itong Belkens Pharmacy Incorporated na drugs. Now, sa Zurich's drugstore, 70% na mga gamot dito ay Belkens. Sana magad. 70%, 30% kung ano-ano na lamang na brand.
So itong sinabi ni Senator Raffy Tulfo, kasama ba dun sa notice ninyo na ipinamigay sa mga senador?
It's one long paragraph. So nabanggit naman doon sa kanyang notice. In other words, proper naman yung procedure
So,
ng
pasok po siya,
commission.
Mr. President.
Pasok po siya.
Ang hearing na ito ay halos umikot sa anomalya di umano na nagaganap sa pagitan ng pharmaceutical company at ng mga doktor. So kahit napaka-general ng description ng agenda, basta humaging lang sa isang issue, okay na?
Pasok po siya.
Pasok siya sa rules natin.
Yes.
Salamat, Mr. President.
At para wala na maging issue tungkol sa procedure na to, sinabi ni Senate President Zubiri na pasok naman sa description. Kahit ilang beses kong pakinggan yung description.
Letter C, motu proprio inquiry in aid of legislation on the rights of patients to appropriate medical care, information, and informed consent, focusing on the prescription of medicines, with the end view of assessing whether existing laws and regulations adequately protect the rights of patients to be prescribed with the appropriate and correct amount of medicines as treatment, and to determine and propose additional policies and mechanisms for their protection. So that was the basis, Mr. President.
Hindi talaga pasok dito yung marketing scheme na inisyu ni Senator Tulfo sa hearing noong April 30, 2024.
Very clear as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I will not debate with my majority leader. But
To note that if it is happened during the hearing without being part of the notice given to the members, the 3-day rule,
Yes.
that's a different story, Mr. President.
Yes.
So, again, the speeches delivered yesterday were not referred yet, but we can
Refer them now,
dispense
yes.
and refer it, Mr.
Absolutely.
President.
You can
If
make the motion, Your Honor.
we can
Majority leader.
do it now if
Nahawa na ba kayo dyan sa cut the process?
Pero kami, naka-observe kami ng proseso.
Well, sir, cut the proseso.
So ano sabi ni Senator Joel? The privilege of speech is not referred yet, but we can dispense with. Hala, na-cut the process na talaga ito. O ngayon, sasabihin nyo, i-dispense with na lang. Kung saan i-refer na committee. Kasi may gumawa na, may adelantadong committee na siya nag-hearing. Hindi ba sabi nga ni Senator Jinggoy, na-shock nga siya. Kasi isa siya sa nagbigay ng privilege speech na yan, tapos biglang magkakaroon ng hearing, di man lang siya nabigyan ng notice. 3 days before the hearing. Paano yung committee na yon na kumuha? Hindi pala yun yung dapat na committee mag-hear. Nakapagsalita na naman sa mga salita laban sa mga resource persons. Damage has been done. Paano nyo pa mababawi yun? Ngayon, ikakatwiran nyo, i-dispense with na lang? As if walang nangyaring violation ng rules?
Sorry, Mr. President.
Yes.
So, again, the speeches delivered yesterday were not referred yet, but we can
Refer them now,
dispense and refer it, Mr.
Absolutely.
President.
You can make the motion, Your Honor.
We can
Majority Leader.
do it now if...
No,
if
Mr.
if-
President,
Mahirap talaga makamove on sa ganitong klaseng proseso na hindi na talaga halos nasusunod kung ano yung sinasabi sa rules. Kaya muli, nagsalita itong si Senator Pia Cayetano at dito ipinaliwanag niya kung ano talaga yung kamalian na isinagawa in violation of the 3-day notice rule. Kasi nga naman, kahit meron kang notice, pero hindi specific kung ano ang agenda doon at napaka-general na mga ginamit na description, hindi mo talaga hakalain na itong isyong ito ay ite-take up doon sa nasabing hearing. Hindi lang basta na-take up na aksidente ha, intentional na tinake up ito dahil prepared ang mga sendor sa paghihiring patungkol do sa Belkens Company.
I understand, no? Unfortunately, I agree. I note that the motu proprio, the rights of patients is in the agenda, but the privilege speech, the 2 privilege speeches were not referred. So how would a senator know that that specific topic, and as mentioned by one of the sponsors, the complete set of officers were there? How would the senator know that that whole agenda would be covered today? Kung nadaanan, okay lang. But that whole topic was there. And even the sponsor was shocked that they were complete. It's a good thing he had decided to attend because yung buong scope ng kanyang topic nando doon. And then last point I'd like to raise, Mr. President.
It was
Under Rule 10, sorry,
sorry.
would you like to?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Under Rule 10, Section 13, which is the enumeration of the powers of the different committees, subsection 2 says, on accountability of public officers and investigations. It says here, investigation of any matter of public interest on its own initiative or brought to its attention by any member of the Senate. So it is only the Blue Ribbon Committee, Mr. President, that has that phrase, under its own initiatives. And for the 17 years that I've been a senator, I file resolutions in my own committee following these rules because my understanding is it's only the Blue Ribbon Committee on its own initiative. Of course, in a time of emergency, we are on break. Of course, we will not stop the Committee on Energy to have a hearing. Of course not. But what is the purpose of this on its own initiative under the Blue Ribbon Committee powers if everybody else can do it? Hindi ko po sinaswapang yun. Eh di palitan natin, let's amend. What is our intention? Because we just have to be clear about the rules. We are an institution governed by rules so that we can do our job properly. So I humbly submit that we submit these queries to the Committee on Rules
Yes.
so that they can discuss it with our legal, our luminaries, our experienced
Yes.
heads, and then properly guide us, Mr. President. Thank you.
But just for the record, we amended the rules of procedure governing inquiries of the in-native legislation, Your Honor. And under Section 2, initiation of inquiry, it's very clear. It used to be, I recall, it used to be the Blue Ribbon Committee motu proprio. Actually, immediately, even not following the 3-day rule, pwede yun. Diba? Parang immediate yung investigation on its own. However, we amended and strengthened the rules of procedure and added the Section 2. So, if you wish, we can have the Committee on Rules come out with the legal and the correct and final decision on this particular issue. Yes, so we can refer to the Committee on Rules to come up with the
Mr.
decision.
President, we admire and respect the issues raised in today's session, and there's always room for improvement, Mr. President. And as we are talking about some other matters, Mr. President, with regard to our rules, we can always look into it and study further and improve as much as we can, Mr. President, in order to give our best service to our country and people.
And yes,
Kung sinusunod nyo lang sana kasi yung proseso at hindi kayo nagka-cut the process, hindi nyo nasasabihin kailangan pa ng room for improvement. Nandiyan na kasi yung rules. Tama naman yung sinabi ni Senator Jinggoy. Rules are rules. Bakit hindi nyo sundin?
And I know that we would stick to the agenda and the guests who were invited. But I'm reading now Resolution number 5, Section 2, and the interpretation that the chair, the Senate President is saying, and the majority leader is saying that this is important that we decide on that. Even if a subject matter is not in the agenda and guests who are not invited, the chair can then, motu proprio, discuss everything and anything within his or her jurisdiction. Let's be certain about that so that the rules are clear.
Kahit na si Senator Coco Pimentel at si Senator Loren Legarda, naguguluhan na dyan sa proseso sa inyo. Saan nyo na ba natutunan itong laging cut the process?
Correct. Ito yung nakita ko. Ginastify kasi ni Senator, ni Senate President Zubiri.
Mamimig Zubiri.
Kung tutusin mo, kung isipin mo lang, kasi parang nagkaroon na ng nag-generalize na parang tungkol sa rights of the patients, yung topic for the hearing. Sabi nga ni Senator Pia Cayetano, hindi yan yung patungkol doon sa pharmaceutical na nagkakaroon ng marketing scheme. Kasi a day before lang yan na privilege speech.
Okay.
Diba? Kaya lang, siguro para wala ng gulo, for me lang, ginastify ni Senate President. Kasi kahit nga si nagsabi ng kanyang opinion, si Senate Jinggoy Estrada.
Oh, Senator, yes.
Nakasama siya sa nag-privilege speech. Pero hindi niya alam na maghihiring na. O sige nga.
Oh, yun naman.
Diba?
Oh, tama naman si Senator Pia.
Kaya lang, sinapo ni Senate President.
Ayun lang.
So ano yung naisip ko dito? Actually, hindi naman ako magdodwell on the rules. Magdodwell ako kung anong klaseng leadership ito, anong klaseng leadership meron si Senator Zubiri.
Mig Zubiri as Senate President.
Zubiri. Diba? Para bang, basta kaya niyang ipalusot. Ipapalusot niya. Diba? Pwede na tayo magkaroon ng motu proprio na hearing, hindi lang blue ribbon. Diba? So medyo nagulat siguro, may nagkaroon ng amendment. But still, the 3-day notice rule should be followed.
Yes.
Diba? Kung kaka-privilege speech pa lang yan, paano yan magkakaroon ng notice before the privilege speech? Kasasabi lang ng privilege speech.
Tama.
Diba? So, sa akin ganito. So, hindi ko na pag-usapan yung rules kasi ginastify ito
ni Senate President.
Pero doon sa notice na nakuha nila is rights of the patient in general.
Okay.
Kaya parang ginastify ni Senate President na pwede to. Ang sa akin lang, kaya pala ganyan ang nangyayari sa mga senador ni Senate President Zubiri. Kasi sa kanya, todo pasa lang. Kahit mali, kahit nagmumura, kahit kung ano-anong mga kabastusan na nababanggit at kung ano-anong klaseng pananakot dyan, okay lang sa'yo. Diyan ko lang nakita na todo pasa ka sa lahat kasi lahat piniplease mo. Diba? Na mali.
Oo.
Diba? Kaya nga sabi sabi nga ni Senator Loren, kung may dapat baguhin o dapat ipaliwanag, ayusin natin to kasi magulo. Diba? Lalo na si Senator Pia. Diba? So dapat kung ano talaga yung nandoon sa notice, doon lang. Huwag mong i-generalize. Para rights of the patients, lahat na ng rights of the patients, kahit ibang issue, basta may patient, pwede na. Ang pinag-uusapan doon sa pharmaceutical marketing scheme, di naman rights of the patients. Diba? Yun lang yung sa akin, diba? Kaya pala ganyan, mga senador, di takot sa'yo.
Yun lang, attorney.
Kasi lahat ikaw, okay lang. Kahit meron na natapakan na rules, okay lang sa'yo.
Din sa'yo. Ayun.
Diba? Buti pa sa House partner. Mang Kayubi, nabalitaan niyo ba to? Mukhang sasampahan ng hindi ko alam kung expulsion ang mangyayari kay Congressman Pantaleon Alvarez.
Ay, oo.
Narinig niyo ba yun? Mukhang magteteves part 2 ito. Bakit? Unang-una naman, partner. Hindi naman talaga siya pumapasok sa Congress.
House of Representatives.
And he's proud.
Nako
saying that. Oh, ano pa, 'di ba? Ma-expel ka man diyan. di okay lang, hindi ka mararamdaman.
Hindi ka naman talaga nararamdaman.
Oo. Ang problema lang, unang-una, mawawala siya ng budget.
Oo.
Diba? Mawawalan siya
Kanyang
ng budget,
constituents.
mawawalan siya ng privilege.
Oo. At kung ano-ano pa.
Ang problema yata kay Congressman Pantaleon, gusto lang yata niya yung privilege. Pero yung trabaho mukhang hindi. Tatanong lang po, I mean, you have to explain. Kasi ikaw yung hindi pumupunta, lagi kaya yata nasa Davao eh.
Anong ginagawa sa Davao?
Constituency work.
Okay.
Laging constituency work.
Paano mo mapuprove, Attorney Claire?
Mahirap i-prove.
Okay.
Mahirap i-prove kasi justify nila yan.
Uh-huh.
Diba? Yung mga public servant natin kasi, talaga mga magaling. Magagaling mag-justify ang trabaho.
Bakit pag pangkaraniwang, ikaw isang empleyado sa mga government agency.
Bawal ka mag-absent.
Nako.
May kaltas.
Nako, may monitor ka dyan.
Tapos pwede ka masuspend.
Oo.
Dahil sa hindi mo pagpasok.
Tatamad-tamad ka.
At kamukat-mukat mo, tanggal ka na pala sa katamaran mo.
Bakit hindi tayo, pwede natin tanungin sila yung kanilang, i-prove nila, Attorney Claire, yung constituency works. Diba?
Nagkakampihan kasi sila doon.
Yun lang ang doon.
Kasi pag sinabi kong constituency work, yung isa pala naglalakbay doon sa iba, sasabihin niya, official work.
So okay na yun.
Official leave.
Okay na yun.
Hindi mo ko-question tapos libre pang pamasahe, sagot ng taong bayan.
Hanggang doon na lang yun.
Hanggang doon lang yun. Hindi mo na alam kung anong report niya sa constituency work niya. Ito ang dami-daming tingin ko dapat yung constituency work may report din.
Dapat.
Kaya lang, ang daling gumawa ng mga fake na
bagay. Yun lang, Attorney Claire, no? May lusot talaga eh.
Oo. Well, anyway, ito yung topic natin. Mag-segue lang tayo.
Ako po si Radyo Man, Jenny Pahilangka.
Ayan, hanggang sa muli, hanggang sa Lunes, magkita't magkarinigan tayo. Ako po sa Attorney Claire Castro, ipapalalang, huwag tulugan ang inyong karapatan.